They'll be calling you a radical. This just proves to you how disconnected, how this propped up pro-nuclear globalist rat named Obama is. What happened to Obama's watch? The worst nuclear accident in human history by a billion fucking times. So India, and I want this is going to be dedicated to the great activists of India. All the great activists of India. And people don't know. I didn't really understand it until I was in Vienna. And when I was in Vienna with the great anti-nuclear activists, Nuclear Lies, and in Bath with Nuclear Lies, and when I was in Copenhagen with these great Indian activists, there's a war going on over there. I mean a war. A war. You know, the documentary Nuclear Lies provide. That's why I stayed with in Vienna. Wow. 84 scientists, academians have stood up to this. 84. That was last year right now. I'm sure there's more now. Murdered. Plain ass murdered. When I was in Vienna, I was actually in Amsterdam, or headed to Amsterdam, when he was killed in Amsterdam. I mean, you wouldn't believe the footage. And I mean, it got a little bit of press in the New York Times, a little, but you know, they dance and they play, you know. So these women, they've been on a hunger strike over there. They rotate it, but it's much more than that. You know, so Westinghouse Toshiba was announced today. Today. This is day 1916 of Fukushima, the ongoing epic. I mean, it's so over the top that anybody could even be talking pro-nuclear while the greatest ecological catastrophe in human history is ongoing, called Fukushima. I mean, it's just so... You go back to the antebellum South. You know, the slave owners and, you know, Harriet Beecher Stowe's mama and daddy and they were billionaires. You know, they used to go around giving themselves each awards, clubs, kind of like they do now in New York or Hollywood or whatever, for humanitarian works. It's a fact. They pin medals for everything. I mean, you realize how long we've been in Afghanistan, guarding the poppy fields now? Yeah, I mean, that war went on in your head, 1960. Went on, for 4 years? I mean, World War II went on for 4. We've been there since when? Oh, my God. I mean, anybody believes this is a fucking war? These are globalists. It's nation building. That's an occupation. When a fucking military moves into a fucking country for 15 fucking years, that's not a war. That's an occupation. Occupied Japan. We've been we're all occupied now. Fucking Steinbeck. What happened to all the sardines? They're in a can. Kevin Blanch. What happened to all the sardines? America. We're all in a can. Surd. We're cancered. The last great marine biologist ever, Ed Ricketts. So when I was in Austria, Vienna, the greatest anti-nuclear. They're so anti-nuclear. I mean, you know how I get treated here. I get treated like shit. Every place I travel. I mean, you know, I get a little bit of decent treatment by a few individuals here and there, but in Austria, they look way up to people like me. I mean, it was amazing. I couldn't believe it. I was actually in a place where people, hey, they drove for miles to come see me and meet me and talk to me. Here, just put money in my hand and just, Kevin, we love what you do. I mean, that Freedom Eisenhower, when she died, the president spoke at her freaking funeral. This is an anti-nuclear activist, an anti-war activist, an environmentalist. You know, when she died, I was at her house 4 hours. When she died, the ex-president spoke. I mean, she's a national celebrity over there. They love activists that stand up to the nuclear cartel. There's tons of them all over there. I mean, it's pretty amazing. You know, but they understand. They sit right there. Yeah, she got that reactor. They shoot movies in it and didn't get fuel, but they understand there's leaking reactors right on the border. You know, the Czech Republic, I was at that leaking reactor, so I learned so much. I'm in Copenhagen. By the way, Copenhagen is incredible for activism in the town squares. I learned so much when I was in Copenhagen. I couldn't believe it. I learned about the really hardcore abuse that we as the America provocates through these Turks. I mean, that freaking movement, I was there with her. Wow. Oh. You know, and then you saw me, Harry Krishnan, there was a group of Indian activists there. So this guy is supposedly fuck. It's just like the Supreme Court nominee. Should have been the Hindu, right? We thought for sure it'd get... I told you, it's not going to be the Hindu. Why? Because they're anti-nuclear. I mean, come on. I mean, this guy put his hand on the book. He's not going to freak out. I mean, they're the most... The war that's going over there, these women are waging it. These beautiful, beautiful women. I mean, they stand in the port by... I saw all the footage. I saw the video. Oh, my God. What they have done over there... It's like Bhupal and Balco. You know about Bhupal. You know, Anderson, you know, found guilty, tried, convicted, you know, given decades and decades in jail. You know, bench warrants all over foreign part of the world, just like Kissinger, just like Cheney, just like all these freaking Rumsfeld, all these freaking Condoleezza Rice, Colin Powell saying the war criminal Rice, you know, just they hand off, fumble Ruski, let's do another trick play, you know, let's do a double reverse pass. It's still, you still end up with the same globalist. You know, I mean, here we go. You think Obama's different than Bush? Nope. I mean, the cover up of Fukushima, the war machine hasn't changed. I mean, so we as activists, we fight. All over the world, they're all over. We don't get any. We do not get any immediate attention. All we have is this. This is it. This is all we have. You know, cancer, change me, please. OS de novo cancer in my body, given 2 months to live. Come on. Hello. You know, I'm in a bone marrow transplant going in and out of a coma. You don't think that changed me? I mean, I was hardcore anti-vax, but all in. I made deals in that room. I made deals. You know, not with God, but I made deals. All in for life. That was the deal. That was a deal. You know, you can see Dunford's great work, and all these people that are, I mean, in their mama's fucking, don't you love these fucking 2-bit piece of shit fucking rats sitting in their 40-something-year-old, still in their fucking mama's basement, slandering people. I don't slander people. I mean, I go in the aggregate. I go against, and which is totally legal to go against the president. When you say Obama, it's like you say Reagan, you say Bush, you say Carter. We're talking a whole philosophy. We're talking a whole apparatus. That's been ruled by the United States Supreme Court over and over. Even when we talk Hillary, which is Supreme Court, we're talking a political philosophy. So totally legal to do what I do. When I talk about marine biology, I talk in the aggregate. You know, I talk about, the only individual I ever really talk about is Ken Buesler, and I say, I support Ken Buesler for one reason. I mean, his work is so propped up and posh by the nuclear content, but I just throw it right back in his fucking face. He says nobody's fucking studying when these other people will quote shit. So, you know, the club, they're all fucked up because the one fucking rat doesn't know what the other fucking lying rat's fucking doing. But these fuckers physically fucking assault me, go after me. It's all, I mean, totally legal, total slander, fucking whatever. I mean, just fucking lies. I mean, threats. I mean, death fucking threats. Lots and lots of them. I mean, punks. They're all fucking pussies is what they are. I mean, fucking hide behind me. So that's what I'm up against. But look, as the activist community, it's simple. It's simple. The grassroots activists, Greenpeace draws $400 million a year. Sierra fucking Club, all these pieces. Now, Greenpeace over there, the only time I've been in a car in Europe in my life is Greenpeace drove me from Bath back to Vienna. You know, why would you own a fucking car there? I mean, so, you know, I'm going to LA to the freaking hearings. I got a lot of work. As you know, I had that beautiful website posted on, you know, that's a fucking joke too, how that went down. But the shirts, you know, Eric Jordan, he lives in New Zealand. I think he's had some issues. I know he's had some issues going on. His mother's been fighting cancer. You know, he lives down there. And so my site went down. I'm meeting with a new IT guy down there who I'm probably going to stay with from Germany. So, you know, look, it's this simple. As a grassrooter like we are at my age, I mean, I'm doing freaking grassroots activism that, you know, people used to do when they were 20, 22, 23, sleeping on couches in hostels, freaking traveling around, you know, walking up the freaking coast. We have to have fun. We've got to have, this is a dance. This is a freaking romantic fucking club. It's Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. We're fucking dancing together like we used to. Remember how we used to dance at the cake parties? You know, the girls had the flaring hair and we'd all fucking dance and fucking sing. And you remember how we were? You know, at little fire pits. You know, remember how we were out here by the fucking lake, up the fucking Birch Creek? You remember how fun that was? You remember how we all fucking loved each other and we all fucking danced? That's what this is. We have to have fun here. And I don't want people that don't have money. It's like Palco. That freaking money. Palco was a millionaire. You know, when he died, a millionaire. You know, I helped him go through all his finance. I did his paperwork. I did all the freaking documentation on it. That deal was $250,000. You know, so it didn't work out because of some fucking, not him. I mean, it had nothing to do with him. So, you know, people don't understand what goes on in this world. Same with Durnford up there. I mean, we have to live, you know, the travel, the work that we fucking do. I mean, start doing the math on this. We're talking 5 years, 1,916 fucking days. Are you kidding? The hours that go in, the fucking work that goes in, just these videos alone. The research that we fucking do, you think I just shoot this off my ass? It's like, okay, here we'll go back to the salmon collapse. So, I'm doing more work today with the Alaska fishery up there. June 6th and June 7th. Look, the Copper River Run and the Bonneville, I know enough to know those are much more. I got whistleblowers that's been developed through this thing that call me all over Oregon. I mean, I know. I watched the Slam and Salmon tournament. Nobody caught anything. I watched for, Tim, he's involved with me. Raymond's involved with me. He works inside NOAA. All these people are involved, so I'm hearing the fucking stories. And then I have to back it up. I want my numbers right. I know that the Bonneville and I know that the Copper River are the marquee ones. Yesterday and today on the Copper River, and this is their beautiful website, they use sonar now. And so last year on these days, June 6th, on the Copper River, over 40,000. Over 40. This year, less than 10,000. Now I know for a fact, because I'm talking to him, that's not even by weight. I mean, these are lifetime fishermen I'm talking. That's all. Tim, that's all he's ever done since he was a little kid. His whole fucking life. He's a fucking fisherman. They fish for a living. That's what they do. It's collapsed. I talk to them every day. I'm talking to these people every day. The Bonneville. These fucking numbers are on fucking collapse. The salmon go to sea for 5 fucking years. It's called the escapement. They had fucking record escapement. They keep track. So we can argue. It's just like UC Davis work. Here you are still want to fucking argue whether the Pacific Ocean's dying or not. That argument's over. We did the fucking work. I did the work. Dunford did the fucking work. I did the work from the beginning. Fucking hypothesis way before anybody else. But that argument's over. It's an unarguable argument. Fucking whales fucking died, starving to death, fucking sea lions by the thousands. Fucking anchovies collapsed 99%. UC Davis themselves in 2015. These are before and after fucking pictures. They've declared, California has declared over 300 miles of their coast, tide pools, a fucking ecological, federal, national catastrophe, statewide and federal. That argument's over. Now, we can argue what it is. We can argue all of a sudden, I call it Fukushima. I've never once said it was only Fukushima that was good. I call it Fukushima, the synergistic effects. Yeah, plastic sea, fuck, I've been fighting for that fucking ocean long before Fukushima happened, and I was watching it go like this. But when Fukushima happened, it went like this. Fast forward, we have to have funding. And there's people out there with fucking money that, want to fucking dance. Well, let's dance. This is a team. You think about the work that I've done. These people that have funded this, they're every bit as fucking important as fucking my work as theirs. Without that fucking fuel, it's like my buddy owns racehorses. And they said, well, in Utah, there's fucking racehorses everywhere. We're like the racehorse capital of the world, but there's no, because there's no gambling here. And he says, without the fucking gambling, that's the fuel that makes the sport go. In activism, without the grassrooter, it's all been corporatized. These guys form NGOs. I don't want no fucking NGO. They form these fucking, through the IRS and whatever, then they tap into this fucking money. Well, what happens? What happens? Guys like Soros, guys like fucking Buffett, the Koch brothers, all these guys like fucking, then you become like Beyond Nuclear when you have to bow to these people. Because then you get addicted to your fucking money. Beyond Nuclear, fucking Kevin Katz pays himself $200,000 a year. That's John Hurley himself told me that. These people. So then they bowed, they're not activists. Helen Caldecott told me myself, can't use the F word, not Fukushima and Fukushima. Investors don't like it. She's bowing to her books, sir. She has a publicist. Her publicist tells her every fucking move to make. That's the way it works. No, we're grassrooters. And the grassroots activist has always been the one. What was Golda Meir's fucking great quote? In fact, not only is it the tiny few grassrooters that fucking will change the world, the mass will never change. They're the only ones that ever have in history. Don't you see? That's who we are. There's a small, teeny group that are willing to get in the fucking street, willing to walk, do it, willing to fucking will to work. We have to have fucking funding. Hello. This is reality 101. This isn't a fairy tale world. This is some kind of science fiction. It's just like the debate on economics in the United States. All these trade agreements were good. They're only good for. What are you on fucking board of directors of fucking BP, Shell fucking oil? We're going to get the Iraqi. What are you on the fucking board of directors of Apple? You on the fucking board of directors of Walmart? That's what people work for. Teeny small hand for. The argument's over. The argument's over. We've documented it. It's been documented. That argument's done. This fucking ocean's collapsed. We can argue what I call it plutonium, the center. And you laugh at that? That's nothing to laugh about. Pu, plutonium, Fu, fuktonium. It makes logical sense. Look, the definition of ignorance, the definition of insanity, the definition, period, of the epic denial. To think you can have multiple nuclear fucking meltdowns with MOX fuel. When they come out, it took me a year and a half to convince one fucking person there's even one meltdown. Let alone fucking all kinds of meltdowns pushing into the Pacific Ocean. Every fucking word I've been said is perfectly accurate. Cassandra-like, it's been amazing. It's been intense. Look what I've accomplished. Look where I've been. Right, I have to have fun. Got to. So, I got to get some money raised. Get a few bills paid. I got a small, teeny fucking house, man. I don't have much fucking bills. So, My car's paid for. I don't have a fucking credit card. My hospital bill's all the way down to fucking $2,000 out of 1.8 million. That's pretty good, huh? You know, so I'm in a good situation that I can keep going, which is a rarity. You can see Dunford's up there's getting frustrated. His work's fucking, I like his work better now than even before. I mean, he's all over with that goofy studio he has. I love it the way he does it. He calls it out. You know, look at these people fucking attack. They have no fucking clue. Never been out of their mama's fucking basement since this. You know, you go fucking. It's too late to document. This already happened. Gonna fucking happen. Could have happened. It's like when I was a fucking, you know, do what I do. You have to be early. You have to be on this fucking thing. I am. I'm all over this. My army, look what I'm doing up in Alaska right now, in fucking Oregon. Nobody else has this fucking data. Nobody else. I get it from grassroots. I'm reporting it first. I'm always first because I do the fucking work. This is incredible work. You know, do I give up? I'm not going to give up with or without you. I can't live with or without you. But I've got to have our small group. You know, the people who fund this are every bit as important as freaking me or Dunford. This is a fucking little teeny fucking dance. This is a synergistic effect. This is a little fucking right between two bricks. This is like mortar. This is like concrete. You know, it's like a baker, a fine baker. We need the powder. We need the fucking sugar. You know, we got to have it. That's the way this works. And so to my brothers and sisters, I'm going to be back in Copenhagen. And I'll tell you what, in Helsinki, the fight's going on. One activist shut that reactor down. They're moved in trying to build another one right now. I want to go to Helsinki. I'm going to go back to fucking Copenhagen. I learned so fucking much in Copenhagen. You don't even believe how much I learned because I didn't understand. The cosmopolitan activism fucking community is this fucking 3 squares in Copenhagen. Dan, he said I could stay with him, and I did stay with him. He's magnificent. I love him. You know, right there. He lives right there, right by the train station, you know. So I've been able to provide and fucking, yeah, Vienna, let me stay there. I mean, without that, it never happens. You know, I don't do this work. You know, I had no clue about how hardcore the fucking war was going in the Ukraine. I knew it was bad, but till I got there and saw grassroots activists with bootleg videos sitting in the same cafes that Trotsky sat in, that fucking Stalin sat in, that fucking, you know, all of them right there. That fucking play, oh my God, do they get it? You know, at the UN, do they get it? I mean, so in LA, you know, the San Onofre thing's important. It's very important, and I'm there. I'm telling you. And anybody who really knows that dynamic there, the NRC, PG&E, they're fucking afraid of me, and they know. Because it's not, you get a little bit on camera or whatever, but I deal with these people off camera, after hearings, between hearings, whatever. I've gotten to know because I've been at this so long. The PR firm that runs the fucking presentation, I'm friends with them all. You know, so the NRC, I talk to them. I've got to know, I mean, yeah. They don't like my ways, and they don't like who I am, and I don't like them, whatever. But there's a mutual respect there, and we have communication, so I get the fucking skinny, and I'm a very fucking good activist. I mean, I've been at this long time. I'm about fucking results. And, you know, all the activists that have gone along, dance and played, you know, people that show up, it's important. But, you know, Dunford, I didn't even really know anything about him until the whole post fucking, when I went to Calgary. And then I learned about it, you know, the whole boat situation, whatever. But I didn't even really watch his videos or whatever, but fuck, you can see his, but I love his fucking work. You could see how much research this guy, I mean, you could watch his video. I understand, because you know how much fucking research I do a day? A fucking day. It'd blow your fucking mind. And not just that, we're in the street activists. We're willing to go right in the street. Look where I go. Look what I've done. Look, I mean, my God, at the San, I mean, everybody else down there knows me, Indian fucking point, from sea to radiated fucking sea. You know, I'm everywhere, all over you. I mean, this fucking YouTube, I mean, look at the things I've done in 5 years. Holy Moses. Wow. So it's got to be that way. And I'm going to support these activists in India big time. And this rat Obama and this guy who's supposedly Hare Krishna, this fucking president, what a phony fucking rat. Westinghouse bought by Toshiba. Well, there you go again. You see me right here battling fucking Westinghouse right in their faces. You know, I'm all over. New scale, all of it. I mean, all this dynamic. I'm on fronts. Idaho, fucking Utah, California, fucking New York, fucking Knoxville, Tennessee, fucking Oregon, Copenhagen, fucking Vienna, fuck, all over. You know how many fucking hats I fucking wear? Oh my God. You know, so that's just the way it is. You know, with or without you, I can't live. Well, you know, the fucking loser pieces of shit, scumbag marine biologists, those fucking rats. There's no marine biologist since fucking Ed Ricks. There again, Monterey, dealing with those fucking activists there. I'm the first guy that reported about the, nobody would know if it wasn't me for reporting about the fucking Grays giving birth at Monterey. Fucking nobody knew that. Nobody knew this not being reported. I mean, so much of this. I tag it, I put it out there. You don't know who's watching it, but at least it's there. It's just like this whole thing. They can dance, whatever. Hey, You know, people can read because I put my tags in. I do tremendous. I mean, you know what kind of fucking work goes into these fucking YouTube videos? Do you have any fucking idea? Oh my God. You know, it looks easy. It ain't. You know, so, and this war goes on. I'm not going to give up. Whether I have funding or I not have funding, I'll find a fucking way. You know, so we keep this fucking fight going, and fuck these trolls and rats that fucking talk shit like diarrhea falling out of their fucking mouths, because that's what they are. You know, the African American community has a beautiful term for it. The haters. You know, that's all they are. They're fucking pussies. You know, haters. You know, this is important historical fucking work in historical fucking times. The Great Pacific Genocide. We can argue about killing the ocean. You know, I still say it's fucking Fukushima and Fukushima. I think to think that them fucking multiple meltdowns are going into the fucking Pacific Ocean all the fucking time, been pushed in. To think that there's no byproduct for that, that's fucking insanity. That's beyond ignorance. That's impossible, by the way. Absolutely impossible. They've been dumping the whole fucking time. Massive fucking one. Fucking nuclear fission. The whole, I've reported those fucking fuel pools blew all over. The fuck things are bad. Somebody asked me on an interview way back when I used to do interviews before I told everybody fuck off. Kevin, what happened to all the fucking spent fuel rocket rods? Fucking 1, 2, 3. I says, they're in the fucking Pacific Ocean. That's where they're at. Fucking breaking news, fish swim. Fucking currents fucking move. It's not a fucking bathtub. You know, this fucking river report. The luxury good of fucking death. Nuclear energy. Send to it. You know, this fight goes on. We have to have funding. You know, we have to. That's just the way it is. You know, stay strong. Stay strong. These trolls and these fucking rats and these PRs and these fucking haters and these pussies will go at us, but that's what they are. Fuck them. Fucking history is on our side. The truth's on our fucking side. We're workers. We're willing to do it. Remember, I was given 2 months to fucking live. I'm an OS de Nouveau fucking AML leukemia survivor. Like a coelacanth, like an ivory-billed fucking woodpecker. There ain't no such thing as that. They caught one off the coast of Africa. One has been spotted. An ivory-billed woodpecker supposedly has been filmed in fucking Arkansas. They spotted this guy in Vienna, in fucking Washington, D.C., leading the Million Mass March. I woke up anonymous to this, and we need you anonymous. My real anonymous blood says, you know who you are, and you know how much I love you, and you know how much you mean to me, and you know who you are. You know, it's no coincidence I led that early march. I gave that fucking speech. You know, our brother Aaron Swartz. And I want to say this to our great women activists. You know, Kylie down there, you know, in Australia, these grassrooters, to the great peace activists, to our beautiful, beautiful fucking mentor, Cindy Sheehan, how much I love her, to Pat Tillman's mother. I mean, she's a mentor to me. I look so much, Freedom Eisenblatt passed, I look so much up to her, but I look up to Pat Tillman's mother like no other. I look up to Cindy Sheehan. I look up to Code fucking Peak like fucking no other. They were right. They were right. They were right. And they're beautiful activists. And, you know, Michael Hastings, as he lost his love. And, you know, look what they did to him. Fucking that beautiful activist Aaron fucking Swartz. It brings tears to my eyes. Who Obama's killed. You know, Bradley Manning. Fucking Julian Assange. Fucking Snowden, all these fucking people that have fought and fucking defended. And look what this fucking rat Obama's done. Look at this phony fucker in India. Wesley House moves in. I love you women in India. I love you fighters. And I know in Taiwan, the fight that's going on. In China, the fight's going. Solar took the field a long time ago. This is just a bunch of oligarchs holding on to their fucking cash cow through Price Anderson, through the UN fucking charter. Fuck them! Fuck them! You know, we have to fight. It's like rubbing fucking sticks. You just keep fucking rubbing sticks. That fucking dry gas is going to catch fire one day. And I know we're frustrated. We got no platform. We got no money. We got nothing. But that's just the way it's got to be. Freedom Eisenblatt to me. Kevin, you know. You don't pick activism. It picks you. And oh, did it pick you. Your father's path, your path, you're it. Here's the light, go. So I go. Stay untuned.